Hi, my name is Tony, and today I'm going to show you how to make peach salsa from plantbasedonabudget.com. I'm starting with 3 yellow peaches. I'm using yellow because our tree is abundant. It's overflowing with yellow peaches. We planted it about 6 years ago, and so it's finally very productive. I'm using yellow, but you can use white peaches if you have those on hand, or if you prefer the taste of white peaches. What we're looking for is them to be ripe, soft to the touch. There should be a little bit of give when you squeeze them, but not so much that it's easy to squish them. I like a little bit of texture in this recipe for my peaches. And when I dice them, which I've already done, I usually cut them in half, remove the pit, and then use my chopper to make life easier. We have a lot of chopping in this recipe, and I can link the one I have down below, but it saves so much time. You can also do it by hand, but that's how I do it to save on time because we're gonna have a lot of dicing in this recipe. So I have my 3 peaches in here already diced. I'm adding them to a bowl. They smell so good and very ripe. Then I have 1 diced Roma tomato, and I'm gonna add that in. About 1/2 of a red onion. I used a medium red onion, and you can chop them or dice them as finely as you'd like. I have them in a standard dice because I used my dicer, but if you want them to be really small, you can also have my suggestion of the 1/2 and go with 1/4 of a red onion and finely dice them instead. That's if you don't like raw onion. I know my husband isn't the biggest fan, and so I'm always mindful of how big the chunks are and how much I include. Then you can add in any type of bell pepper that's diced. I'm using a green one because it's the cheapest, but I bet you a yellow one would be really pretty in here. I'm adding in 1/4 cup of cilantro that has been chopped. You can also mince yours if you'd like. This is 1 jalapeno with half of the seeds removed. The seeds are what make it spicy. So if you want a spicy salsa, then add in all the seeds. If you don't want as much spice or even any spice, you can even try to wash off the oils of the seeds from the skin of the jalapenos if you really don't like spice. And you can also play with the preference of the spice. You can use different chilies. If you really want something spicy, you can do a habanero. That would be good. And if you want very little spice, you can use a snack pepper or a poblano pepper that does not have as much spice but would add the similar texture and pepper flavor without the spice. I like this recipe because it is really customizable. You can add in different types of fruits. You can use a little bit of mango, or you can add in some pineapple. It's very versatile. You can even add in a can of black beans if you want a boost of protein. I know we're always looking to add in a boost of protein to our food, so that's something that you can also add in, and it would be very delicious. Next, I'm gonna add in the juice of 1 lime. If you don't have lime, you can also use lemon. And the recipe that I'm including down below has the option of 1 to 2 limes. Start with 1 lime like I'm doing right here, and then do a taste test. And if you want it to have more of a citrus flavor, then add in the 2nd lime. I feel like this is screaming summer to me right now. It is really fresh and super fragrant. I'm gonna add in a little bit of salt now and just a tiny bit of pepper. You can do these by taste test. Add in as much as you'd like, do a taste test, and then add in more. I would say start with just a little bit and go from there. It's already super flavor packed, and you don't want to ruin it by over salting. Now I'm gonna mix everything up. And oh, it's so pretty. I love the colors. You want it to be thoroughly mixed so that when you take a bite, you're not getting a mouthful of one ingredient like the bell peppers, for example. You want to make sure that you can taste the complexity of the flavors between the sweetness and the spice and the tanginess from the lime. I'm gonna plate mine now just for the sake of this video, but if I were you, I would put mine in the refrigerator for 3 hours or so that the flavors could meld together. And if you want to prevent it from getting soggy, you can even drain some of the juice and set that aside. Okay. I got this cute bowl from my friend Doni for my birthday years ago, and we use it so often. It's really cute. And it has a matching spoon, which I love. Okay, that's about it for now. It's also really fitting because Doni's coming over for dinner tonight, and this is what I'm gonna serve in this cute little bowl. All right, I'm gonna give it a taste test. That is so perfect. It's like an explosion of flavors in my mouth right now. Mine is on the spicier side. I did leave in some of the seeds. So again, if you don't like the spice, remove the seeds or use a different pepper. For storage, I recommend eating it within 24 hours if possible. But if you can't get to it in 24 hours, I would leave it from 2 to 3 days max, and you can drain some of the juice to prevent everything from getting soggy. That's what I like to do. I hope you enjoy this peach salsa. If you give it a try, please let me know how it goes in the comments below. And I really appreciate you watching today. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.